Okay, we are recording, so I just want to welcome everyone. We have a lot of new coaches, and I know this time of a night on Sunday is sometimes challenging to get on. So if you made a time to be on, thank you. And if you're watching as the recording, thanks to Tammy for reminding me to record. I'm going to tell you to do that, actually. Thank you so much for reminding me. And if you're taking the time to watch it as a recording, thank you so much for that too, because it takes time no matter what. So I really appreciate it. I'm pumped for this because this is the same content that Janelle and Mindy Wender created and share with their team. And if you don't know who Janelle Summers and Mindy Wender are, they are two of the top coaches in our organization. And if you're not following them on social media, I highly, highly recommend it. So we're going to just dive in to the good stuff, to the meat. Okay. So really what this web is going to focus on is Facebook, because it's really what most of us use primarily to grow our business and to maximize our reach on social media. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. There are a lot of different platforms, but for right now, I really want to focus on Facebook because it seems like as coaches, we're able to utilize Facebook the most and have the most reach. So the goals for this webinar are to learn how to promote a lifestyle and you as the brand. So I really like that. I think of it as a lifestyle, and that's what you're showing to people, that being a fitness coach is a lifestyle. It's not just, a diet or 5 days here, 5 days there, or buy this, buy that. It's how we're living our lives. And so it's increased accountability for us, as we all know, because when we're putting it out to the public, we have to be on our game and we have to be walking the talk. So, and also really learning how to create a brand for ourselves. And you might be thinking, gosh, I don't know what my brand is. I have no idea. I just stay at home, or, maybe I work, but I just, I go to an 8 to 5 job. What do I have to brand? Well, everybody has something special to offer. We all do. And so that's something that you're going to want to start forming. And we'll talk a little bit about that in this webinar, but you're going to want to start forming some ideas on what your brand is. So for me personally, my brand is, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have daughters. I love to try new recipes as long as they're easy. I've really gotten more into makeup, hair. I love to shop and travel. So it's kind of like you'll just talk about, your brand becomes things that you're interested in. And you're starting to target people that are interested in the same things. So not to overcomplicate it or dwell too much on it, but that's one of the goals from this. We also are going to learn how to create and increase Facebook affinity. And really, it's affinity just equal popularity rating on Facebook. And it kind of sounds high school, but Facebook has an algorithm that they use to judge how worthy our postings are to go out to multiple news feeds. So they're looking at what we're posting. They're looking how much interaction there is on those postings, and then they're making the decision. They're God, I guess. They're making the decision on which news feeds and how many to send it out to. So that's a really new concept. It was to me because I didn't really know how to use Facebook. I barely used Facebook. I had a few hundred friends, but I wasn't using it really for business. And it's really interesting, I think, to learn. There's some strategies that we can employ to help us grow our business. And even for coaches who have been around a long time, you guys, there's going to be some things in here that will help all of us. So there are things that I didn't know either. So I just don't want you to feel like it's all like very, very beginner stuff. There's going to be things for everyone's tips. We're going to learn how to learn more about other people and to be interested more than interesting. And that just means you're asking for advice, or you're genuinely getting to know someone about someone's family or what their interests are, or just what their life is like. So I think, to me, that's been really, really fun to do, is to reconnect or build new friendships and get to know what other people are doing and how they're living their lives and how they parent. That's another part of I guess my brand personally is I want to know how other people parent. I want to parent better, because sometimes don't you feel like you just suck at it? Anyway, those are some of the goals. And So on the agenda, we're going to talk about preparing your page. We're going to remove unwanted posts and pictures. We're going to talk about creating great content 3 times a day, and only one of those postings will be about fitness or nutrition. We're going to talk about how to interact. We're going to talk about how to weave in some business postings throughout your day and week. And we're going to talk about example posts that will help us engage people in conversation so that so our affinities start going up, and add new people to our network, which are all key things for growing business. So you may have heard some of this stuff before, but I bet some of it will be newer. Okay, so preparing our pages. So P.S. What I'm talking about here is only personal pages. I'm not talking about like pages or fan pages is what they're called. I'm just talking about your personal page, just so you know. So we talked about this already. We're promoting a lifestyle, not a logo. And I know a lot of times, like when we're new, I mean, I was like this, I'm just putting pictures of Beachbody stuff up or saying, I drink Shakeology, you should drink Shakeology, go to my website. And that's not what we're promoting. And if you've done that, or if you've done that recently, or if you've done it at all, it's no big deal. So don't panic if you're sitting there thinking, I just did one of those or whatever. It's no big deal. Just don't do it anymore, okay? Because what we don't want to do is turn people off as soon as they come a page. If they see buy Shakeology or just a link, go to my site to buy this or that, they're going to get so turned off. I know you guys have all seen people with home businesses. There's so many of them now, and I'm not knocking any of them, but I just don't feel like they offer the training that Beachbody does. I think we're so fortunate because there's so many Facebook don'ts out there. Buy this and buy that, and I don't know about you, I'm always added to like these parties that I don't even know what the deal is with these parties. I don't want to mention specifically, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm always getting added, and it's just like so overload. And anyway, we're promoting our lifestyle, leading by example. So that being said, your profile picture should be your best headshot. If you don't have professional headshots, that's okay. It's no big deal right now. I would really, though, recommend at some point getting professional photos done. I recently did that after being resistant to it for a couple of years. Just thinking to myself, I'm not that little coach, I'm not high enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. And finally this year I was just like, I'm doing it. I'm taking some chances and I'm going to do it. And I got some professional pictures done. And it's really elevated my business. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. One, it makes me view myself a little bit differently because I look at these professional photos and I post them, and it's kind of like, that's me. I'm professional. It makes me feel more professional. You know how they say when you're working to dress for the job that you want, not the job you have, so you're always reading. I feel like that's what the professional photos do for you. Another thing is, the other reason I think they're important to do is other people start really taking you seriously. Like, okay, this girl or guy, they are serious about their business. This is professional. This looks good. I want to see more. I want to know what they're saying because they're presenting themselves so professionally. And I'm sure you guys have all seen photos like that of other coaches or anybody in different industries. We see some really professional looking photos, headshots, and then they use them in their postings. Don't you just think to yourself like, man, that dude's got it going on. Like, that's serious. It's just awesome. So I recommend it. If now, start thinking about it. So regardless of whether it's professional or not, you need to have a clear headshot of you smiling. It needs to be of you smiling, because if people come and they look at your profile page or your profile picture and you're like scowling, or it's not you, or it's you and a bunch of people so they don't even know which one it is, they're not going to want to follow you or know what you're trying to say. So make sure it's smiling and looking inviting, right? Okay. Remove pictures from your personal page that are too personal or too confidential. So you may be thinking, I'm new. I'm not really totally comfortable with Facebook yet and sharing a lot of things. Like I just have, like I don't want to share pictures of my kids, or maybe I have pictures of my kids on it and I don't want everyone seeing those. If there's pictures like that, like kids in the bathtub or whatever, like take them off. Just take them off, because I'm going to get to this below, but you're going to want your profile to be public because you want people to find you and to be able to friend request you. Because if you can't, it's really going to inhibit you being able to expand your network, and that's critical in our business. Remove pictures of drinking, partying, or pictures that need explaining. If I don't have to spend time on it, this is your business now. You're utilizing your profile page as your business page. It's your business. It's your commercial, really. Things on Facebook are your advertisements for your business. And if it's pictures of you like falling over, stumbling, having like 5 beers in your hand, hey, we have a glass of wine every now and then, or whatever on Facebook. It's no big deal. I'm not telling you to hide what you're doing. I'm telling you to think about like presenting yourself professionally. Okay? Remove references of Beachbody Coach until kind of the guidelines that I've always heard is until at least you're a Diamond Coach. Even then, I don't have my Facebook, or I don't even have that I'm a coach on my Facebook page. I have that I own my own fitness business, but I don't have Beachbody Coach at all. Some coaches do, and that's okay, like as long as you're Diamond or above. But I really don't want people to come to my profile page and see the Beachbody Coach and think automatically, oh, that's why she wants to be my friend, because she wants me to join her team, buy this, whatever. So I just prefer personally not to have it on either of my pages, my personal and my like page. But if you're Diamond or above and want that on there, cool. Hide other people's posts from your timeline. And that's kind of like if somebody like your fifth cousin posts something maybe inappropriate, you don't want that on your page. Again, it's your business. I've had to ask friends before. Well, I've removed comments, and I've had to I've got confronted about it, and this is my business page. I use Facebook for my business, and so that comment about something completely obscene is just not helpful. So, and they understood, but anyway, so there's the comments, and then there's the postings. So go through your page, scroll down, and if you're looking and you see something that somebody may be like, oh, that's tacky or inappropriate, remove it, hide it. A lot of people also like to share things to other friends' pages. I always hide those. Like, I don't want people to come to my page and just see a bunch of like kitty pictures, cute kitten, something shared by so-and-so on my page. So I hope that makes sense. And if you guys, I'll reopen the chat after the webinar. It gets a little distracting if there's chatting going on the site, so I'll put that back on after, and we'll ask me any questions. So write notes if you have questions, okay? Also, public settings. Okay, we talked about that. So make sure that your profile page is public. You want people to be able to find you. And I just want to say, I know I was hesitant about that too at first, but if people want to find information out about you and you're on Facebook anyway, people will find that stuff out. So, I'm just telling you what's going to work to grow your business. So, a lot of people want to know too, real quick, I'll hit on this. What about setting up a like page or a fan page? I recommend waiting a little bit before you do that. As a new coach, I think that overwhelming to have a like page and you're getting your business on your personal page, it's just a lot to focus on. I don't think you need to. And you really want to utilize your personal page as much as you can. And then I think there is a time, and I don't want to say it's like, okay, after you've been a coach for 2 months or 6 months or a year, I don't know. It's really going to be like when you're ready to do that. But for right now, if you're brand new, I really think, heed these tips that I'm giving you tonight, follow them from your profile page and build that up and start building a following before you do your like page. Okay, so this looks like overload, right? I'm just going to go through these because I think they're really important. Okay, post great content 3 times a day. You'll hear some coaches say post 2 to 5 times a day, 3 to 4 times a day. I am personally like more of a 3 time a day type of person. I just think 5 is way too many. And I'm talking about for your personal age, right? So I think 3 times a day, like morning, noon, and night, great guidelines. So again, we're promoting a healthy lifestyle, and we want to connect with people. It is social media, social, right? So we're going to be social. So posts with pictures of DVDs and Shakeology and shaker cups, and like, I mean, I've seen coaches like kissing, like, here's my Shakeology cup. They're kissing it. Do not post photos like that, because you guys, if you saw somebody, kissing their Jamberry stickers or something, I'm not saying Jamberry, I'm just saying like, okay, I got my new nail stickers, mwah. Would you be like, okay, I'm going to buy that, or I want to be on that person's team? No. Okay, so those need to be limited. I know we all drink Shakeology every day, but like us with our Shakeology cup every day is just not enticing to people, okay? If you've done it, I've done it. I mean, I'm not saying you can never do that. I'm just saying limit them. I've done it, okay? No big deal. Before and after pictures and progress pictures are a big time yes. Like, you guys, you can reach so many more people and help so many more people if they can relate to you. So if they know that you've made changes in your life, and that doesn't have to be a big drastic weight loss. You know what? I'm not talking about that. I mean, it can be like you've made changes in your eating, like your skin is better, or you have more energy, or definitely like toning up. Like maybe you've always been thin, but you've been doing Sanity Max 30. And you've got really toned, and so you have before and after pictures, or before and progress pictures. You've got to get comfortable posting photos like that, because that's the only way you're going to help people. And honestly, I'm just going to be kind of brutally honest right now. It's selfish if you don't, because you're hiding what you've been doing to help improve yourself, or you're not hiding it, but you're not sharing it. And you may catch somebody, and this has happened to me, where I've posted my progress or before and after, and people are like, God, I needed that today. I did not think to do it, but when I saw your pictures, I just told myself, I can do it. And they want to see you. Know that there are some really cool before and afters pictures right now with like 21 Day Fix Extreme, but they're going to relate to you way more than they're going to relate to Doug F. on 21 Day Fix Extreme. So you've got to get comfortable with it, and it doesn't mean you have to be in a bathing suit or your bra and underwear. You can be in regular clothes. You can be in a tank top and workout pants or shorts or whatever. To ease into it. So that's a big one. I'm passionate about that. They are game changers for your business. Too much of anything is not good. So if you're always talking about your kids, like every single post every day is about your kids, people are going to get turned off. If it's always about Beachbody, people are going to get turned off. So you get the gist. For new coaches, if you're brand new, only 1 fitness and nutrition post per day out of the 3 postings. And it can be a subtle. Having a fitness or nutrition post does not mean like, hey, I did 21 Day Fix today, call me or message me if you're interested. It's more just like, I just made the best dinner, and it's weird for me because it's so healthy. I did chicken and salsa in the crock pot, so easy, and corn tortillas with a salad, and I'm just so excited that this dinner turned out so great and it's healthy for my family. Something a little bit more subtle in the fitness and nutrition arena, but you're showing your lifestyle, that you're living it. Okay. Whether you're posting, it's fitness related or not, make it engaging. Ask questions. I told you before, like one of my things is parenting. My daughter is 3. She's a nightmare. Sometimes. I mean, she just is like throwing tantrums, and she's so independent. So I am like, can someone tell me what to do? Can someone help me rein this child in? So I post about that every now and then, like, what do you guys do for this? Or when did you sign your kids up for preschool? These are questions that I genuinely was looking for help on. So, and vary the areas of life that you're asking questions about, but those are really good ones to engage. And then also really awesome ones are like, say you're looking at a workout top. Okay, green or pink, which one would you pick? And you're getting people to engage. Green, pink. Whether people like fitness or nutrition or not, they're going to chime in. So it's something everyone can relate to. Links and pictures. So this is a little bit outdated. This is from last year. And Facebook is always changing, you guys. So just know that. Pictures are back in. They're back in. So this should really be like links and shares are not less likely to make it to the newsfeed. So if you're posting a link to your website or a link to a blog or whatever, it's not going to get as much action in Facebook world as you'd like. Photos are popular now again, so dismiss the picture part. But I'll tell you one thing, don't share other people's photos to your time. So if you see a picture that you really, really like, instead of clicking share and then posting it to your timeline, save the photo and then post it directly like from your phone or from your computer. Sharing drops your affinity. And I mean, there's some, please just listen to me on that, because it really, really bugs me when I explain that over and over to people and they keep sharing statuses, because just to me that you don't really care about building your coaching business, because there's just one little simple thing, and I just see it all the time with coaches on my team or not on my team. It doesn't matter. So anyway, just take that advice. Okay. Ask people, create a call to action on your posting. Ask people to click like or comment or private message you. So then, if people are told what to do, it's amazing, you guys, but a lot of times people will just do it. They're like, okay, like, should I click like? I'll click like, and maybe they don't even read the post, which that's okay too sometimes. Pull pics from the web when needed, but don't do too much of it. Like Pinterest and Instagram, like they have awesome pictures, but it's overdone. We are trying to separate ourselves from the other coaches out there and the other network marketing companies out there and other, I guess we're just trying to separate ourselves, period. What separates us from them is us, our faces. No one else has your face. No one else has your life. So the stock images from Google or whatever, or Pinterest, they just don't hit people like they used to. When that stuff was new, it was like, oh my God, that's so cool. It's just not that cool anymore. So try to stay away from that. Get topic ideas from other like pages. You can see some listed there. And if you need other ones, message me or post in a group and we can give you other like pages to check out. Notice the ideas part has stars, has the asterisks by them. You're not going to copy word from word and take their picture. You're going to look at a posting and think, gosh, that was really cool how Tammy posted the picture of the onion with a thing grown out. I don't know how I'd replicate that, but it's something like, oh, if I, maybe I saw something odd and I'll post that in my own way, just something I wouldn't have thought about before. Maybe that wasn't the best example, but please don't plagiarize. Please don't take everything word for word. On this team, there are a lot of us from the same town, and that's just how our business organically grows. And so if like I post the same thing and Tammy posts the same thing and Julie posts the same thing, like people are like, wow, I guess it's just like Stepford Beachbody coaches. Everybody does the same thing. So stay away from that, please. Okay. Take the positive, funny, inspiring angle on things. So life's ups and downs. I get it. I'm not telling you to be Susie Sunshine in a fake way and just, put on a smile and act like everything's great all the time. It's not for me, so it's not for anyone. But who likes to see a bunch of bashing and whining and complaining on Facebook? Do you think that when people see that stuff, like when I'm like, I want totally away from this person. I don't want to join their team. I don't really want to be at Starbucks with them. I am not into complainer, into people who are posting, airing out their dirty laundry all over Facebook, and I've seen that. We've all seen it a bunch of times. So please, if you need to post about something going on in your life, try to take something positive from that, if that's what you want to do. Real is great, and I think it's really important to be vulnerable and share your struggles, but not in a poor me whack kind of way. Okay, rarely, if ever, advertise or post your site, and that means your beachbodycoach.com site. So when I first started, I'm sure I did that. I know I did that. I have not ever done that in 2 years. Post just my website, like, oh, go to the site and order this or whatever. Please don't do that. It says rarely. I will say never do that. That's just going to be my thing. It just doesn't get anyone's attention. It's not engaging. It's a turn off. It's just like, oh, she just wants me to buy something. Okay. So interact. This is like, I think this is the most fun part, you guys. It is just like, it's so cool to do what we do and to build a business off of making friends. In fact, I heard on a call one time, and I don't know if it was a wake-up call or what, but I heard on a call one time that Carl Deichler, our CEO of Beachbody, wishes that he, instead of invite, the first vital behavior of the 3 vital behaviors, he wishes that it would have been connect instead. So I always think of that in my head. And I think when you're a coach, you think inviting is like, I don't want to invite someone to do something. Like, that's creepy, or I don't want them to think I'm weird. But if we think of it as connect, isn't that just it's less threatening? It's like, just connect with people. And so that's what social media is for, just to connect with people. So first rule is don't post and run. What I mean by that is throw up a really awesome post like, okay, which pair of Nikes do you like better, the one on the left or the one on the right? And then you don't interact at all after that. Like, oh, somebody says, oh, I like the pink one. Where are they from? And you're a ghost. You're on to the next thing. You're not by your phone. So when you're planning to post, stick around for 10 or 15 minutes and be ready to like each comment and tag people back. That's the next one, when you comment to them. So if somebody comments, I'll comment back and I'll tag. So I'll tag Lynn. Oh, great idea, Lynn. I should check dicksportinggoods.com to see if they have a better deal. Interact. Answer questions, validate replies, and then if you, a really awesome thing to do is go to a private message with them. Like, gosh, Lynn, thank you so much. I just want to tell you thanks for that tip. I haven't thought of that. How are you doing? How are your kids? And so then behind the scenes in private messages, really where the business building takes place, because that's just much more personal. So when you can take it to a private message, do that. It'll really catapult your business. Don't waste time on the news feed. That means, you guys, we're all guilty. We're scrolling the news feed. It can be such a time suck, and we just don't have that kind of time. We have to kind of lean down what we're doing on Facebook, and it should be business related. And so there's a but there. And is you can visit other people's walls who you've connected with. So if you know there's somebody that's been interested in the past in learning more about your fitness groups, your challenge groups, or learning more about Shakeology, kind of just keep an eye on their page and comment on their pictures and like their photos and just engage with them more. And something that I really like to do is if I see a cute picture, like somebody that I've been talking to about fitness or nutrition that are interested, they become, a little bit more on my radar. So I like to, if I see a cool post, instead of commenting right on it, I'll like it and then I'll private message them and say, oh my gosh, that picture of Harbor at the lake with the dog was the cutest thing ever. How old is she now? So you're going to a private message to strengthen and build that relationship. Ask questions and listen. The goal of our social media posts and interactions are conversations. It's not a sale. I know sometimes, we feel like, gosh, we're new coaches. We just got on. We're supposed to hit the next club. I need to sell. I be selling things, and it's just not how to successfully build your business. You've got to have conversations with people, and you've got to interact with them and get to know them first. And then, if it comes out later that they do have a fitness or nutrition need, great, you can help them. If it doesn't, great, it's no big deal. Just connect and build relationships and be excited about the new people that are coming into your life. There are people that I never, I just would never have known if it weren't for social media. And they're becoming like some of my really good friends, and some have joined my team or have joined my challenge groups, and and some haven't. but they're still awesome people that I get to connect with and I get to be friends with. So don't have an ulterior motive, I guess is what I'm saying. Another thing, really quick, I want to address, and it's down here a little bit, but while I'm thinking of it, is whenever you're talking about, like, if it gets to a fitness or a nutrition question, or somebody wants to join a group, or ask questions about a program, please be sure to ask them if they've ever worked with or ordered from another Beachbody coach. So hear that again. When you're talking to somebody, they're asking you, I saw a post about 21 Day Fix and your results are awesome. Tell me about it. Please always ask, are you working with now, or have you in the past, or have you ever ordered from another Beachbody coach? Because sometimes people won't realize that if they order from a coach, that kind of ties them to that coach. We're a little bit different. I know there are some companies out there like Rodan and Fields, for instance. Like, you can order from multiple different people and it's not a big deal. Maybe that's not a good example, but I just have kind of experienced that a little bit. But with our business, we're investing time. We're helping people go from A to B in their journey, and we're cheering them on along the way, and we're really building relationships and strengthening them. So it's a lot of time and effort and energy invested into people. So when you come across someone who has worked with another coach or ordered from another coach, please send them back that coach. Oh, great. Oh my gosh. You know what? Shelly is so awesome. Ask her about P90X3 or 21 Day Fix, and she will hook you up. I know she has groups coming up, and you would want the same thing done for you. So I'm just going to hit that right now. Don't convince people to buy something. Don't feel like you have to convince them. It's so common at first. Like, I would get questions about Shakeology, like, why is Shakeology so good? Or why is it so expensive? Or what makes it so much better? And I feel like, I have to, because this and this and this, and just going on and on. And it's like, hey, all I'm going to tell you is my experience and the experience of my loved ones. My dad's lost 30 pounds. He's off his thyroid medication. For me, it helped me lose 40 plus pounds of baby weight after both of my kids were born. And it gives me energy to keep up with them. And I feel like crap, quite honestly, if I don't drink it. That's just my thing. But we're not trying to convince, okay? Set time aside to message people from your computer. And that's so you can give them attention. Sometimes you'll like be in between, like even at a stoplight, you're trying to private message someone and it's just not as good as it could be. So just set aside a little bit of time to do that. Don't rush to sell and recruit, rush to connect. You just don't want people to feel like they're just a sale. They're just a number. They're just a notch or whatever. You really want to connect and let it happen over some time. And if we're always talking to people, which is part of the connect, always talking to new people, we're going to start seeing a cycle. So maybe somebody I talked to 30 days ago is now interested. And then, it will keep going through it. 30 more days pass. You know what I mean? So anyway, just keep connecting people and that stuff will start coming around. Don't buy info. So when somebody comments on a Facebook, say they comment on one of your postings about Shakeology, like, man, I've just never had so much energy. I think it's the shake I drink now. People are going to say, well, what is the shake? It's Shakeology. Blah, 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 blah. It has 70 superfood ingredients. Darren O'Ling goes all, blah. Okay, so please don't do that. You're just going to share a little bit about them. Just say, I'll message you. And then send them a private message and say something like, it's just this awesome nutritional shake that I drink every day. It's giving me a lot of energy, help me lose baby weight. I have like some videos about it, like some short videos. Would you want to see that? If you want more information, I could send you one of those. And end with a question. Okay. We in business post. There's a lot of information here, and I'm trying to get through it fast without being like Speedy Gonzalez. So I apologize if I'm going a little quickly, but there's just a lot to get through. So the business posts. So posts about becoming a coach or your challenge groups. Think really hard about those before you post. When you're using pictures, make those pictures likable by anyone, not just only someone who would want to do insanity would like that photo, because you're not going to get very many likes that way. So you're going to carefully think about it. How would you want to learn about something? or, follow some of the top coaches and see how they're doing it and get ideas, and then create your own postings for those. Definitely answer questions and validate replies and tag people back when they comment or like your posts about your business. Those postings, if it's about a challenge group or if it's about joining your team as a coach, they just usually don't get enough response that other postings do. And it's not just for us, not just when you're new. It happens to me. It happens to Janelle. I mean, whenever someone posts about Beachbody coaching or a challenge group, typically you don't get as many likes or comments. So don't feel bad about it. If there's not a lot of interest, don't feel bad about it. We're just going to tweak it and you're going to try again. Okay? You're going to wait a few days and then you're going to try again and you're going to try something different. I mean, I have posts all the time that bomb. I mean, I'm telling my Tammy Rompey is my success partner. I'm telling her, oh my God, I think people are just so tired of me. They must just, be over it. And my posts are bombing. And, then the next day or 2 days later, I'll try it in a completely different way. And I'll have 40 comments on it or something like that. So my point is, don't give up on it. Just tweak and keep trying to get better. Subtle repetition is the key, and that's the thing. The more subtle, the better. So the photos that Beachbody gives us, that they put out, are not the ones, honestly, we should be using for challenge group postings or being a coach postings. It needs to be you. So if you're uncomfortable with selfies or pictures of yourself, you have to get over it, guys. If you want to be successful in this business, you have to get over it. You just have to go for it. And so, it's not going to be perfect right away. We talked about the headshot. We talked about professional pictures. That may not be right now for you. That's cool. To do the best you can. Take the best photo you can. Ask your husband. Ask your kids. Take the best photo. And when you post about a challenge group or the coaching opportunity, post a picture with you in it. And I can't say that enough. When you post about a challenge group or your business, it has to be your face in that photo. People are going to connect with you. They want to join your team. They're not going to connect with, even like Nell or, Shalene or whatever. They want to know who they're talking to. And so put on some makeup. I'm not telling you have to be like glamour shots. Put on some makeup, put your hair. You're presenting yourself. This is your business. You wouldn't show up to an interview in sweat, no makeup, crazy messy hair, right? That's what you're doing. You're showing up for these people, and they're interviewing you, whether you know it or not. They're looking at your photo, and they're deciding if they want to learn more from you, or if they want to connect with you, or if they trust you. So put your best foot forward, and when you're posting about your business, have a really awesome picture of yourself. Times for posting, high traffic times are for me, I really don't have that much success at night, honestly, you guys. Some people do, so I don't know. I like to post right before 8 because I feel like if people start work at 8, they're checking their phone right before they start work. I post at 1 o'clock after lunch, 1 or 2 o'clock, even 3, and then I still do post. I usually post at 8, and sometimes I don't even do a night post. It just depends. But those are some of the high traffic times: morning, noon, and night. So the business posts, I'm talking about challenge promotions, business opportunities, recognition of your coaches or customers, and other coach stories. So I'm not going to get into those too much. Okay, example posts. Questions regarding fitness and health. Okay, I have a question for you guys. What shoes do you like better? Nike, New Balance, Puma, etc. I heard this new workout program and hit my 30-day goal weight. So I'm treating myself to new shoes. Okay, let me just break that down just so you know why that's really good. So it starts with a question, right? So people don't have to read through lines to find a question because they won't. So if you want somebody to interact in your posting and you're going to have a question, ask it at the beginning. And then there's a little bit of explanation behind it too. Why are you asking this question? It's not just, what do you like better, this or this? It's kind of like you want to tell them why you want to know. And why I want to know is because I just hit an awesome goal with the program. So, or, a 30-day goal, and I'm treating myself to new shoes. Well, to people reading that, they start to think wow, she hit a goal weight, like a weight goal. I mean, I want to hit a weight goal and everybody. So they're going to start thinking, what is she doing? And they're going to ask you, well, what are you doing? Congratulations. They're going to be excited. Congrats. What are you doing? So you're engaging them. You give them a little background on why you're asking that. And that's just so key. And you just have to be genuine about it. Okay. Would you rather do cardio training or yoga/stretching? I love strength training personally, but I know they're all important. So again, question away, and then why you're asking. I love strength training best, but I know that they're all very important. You're just giving a little info about yourself. There's random questions like Christmas, do you use a real or fake tree? That's one you can just kind of throw that one out there, and you'll get tons of responses around that, and you don't have to have a lot of explanations because you really doesn't need much. And don't you wish that wearing yoga pants and Nikes were socially acceptable every single day for every occasion? I'd win best dress hands down. I mean, you know people out there, all the ladies in the house are gonna be like, oh, yeah, I wish, yes, I wish, like. That'd be awesome if that were the case. So I hope these are clicking. These are just examples. Make them your own. Okay, adding to your network. I need a drink, you guys. And I'm doing the 21-day fix extremes. I can't have wine. Not that I'd be drinking wine anyway, but when I said I need a drink, wine doesn't good. Anyway, so your goal is to meet 3 or more people per day. On Facebook, add 2 new people daily at max. And so let me start at the beginning. Meet 3 or more people per day. So that's connecting with 3 new people per day. That can be, people. I know when I first started as a coach, there were a lot of people I didn't send friend requests to because I haven't talked to them for like 10 years. They're not going to want to talk to me or whatever. And then, I just got over it. You have to get over it. And I just started friend requests, and people are taking their requests. And there are some other trainings about expanding your network. So if you want more information, I just don't want to spend a ton of time on it with all we have to get to. But when you're new, it's going to be fairly easy for you to start connecting with 3 or more people per day, because there's going to be a lot of people in your past or, new people that you're meeting that you haven't added on Facebook already that you can go and say, okay, now I'll add them, or, no, I need to get over it, and you just add them. And on Facebook, the second part means sending friend requests to 2 new people a day, because Facebook has a limit of how many people you can friend request per day. And if people aren't accepting your friend requests within a few days, Facebook could put you like in Facebook jail and won't let you friend request for a couple days. It's happened to me. I'm going to be honest. It's not a big deal. You don't go to real jail. But just if you're friend requesting people on Facebook, just do max 2 a day. Okay, use other social media sites to add more friends like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and then get them to your Facebook page. So what I like to do on Instagram, I just started focusing a little bit more on it, and it's at Wendy Bankhead if you guys want to follow me. I'll search hashtags like stay-at-home mom, and then I'll go see who else used that hashtag, and I'll like their photos, or I'll comment on them like, gosh, that's a cute picture. How old is your daughter? Mine's 3. And start engaging with people there, and then ask them like, are you on Facebook too? That'd be fun to connect there. So that's just one idea of how you can move people over to your Facebook page. But ultimately, Facebook is a really great destination for people that you meet through social media, because you can private message. Okay, make a list of 100 names and add friends and friends of friends to Facebook. So I know none of us take this seriously at first, but that list is really quite key. Just make a list of 100 people, and don't even tell me you don't know 100 people. If you know 100 people, like of all the people you've ever known in your life, you could, from grade school, growing up, soccer when you were a kid, softball, baseball, football, chorus, whatever, church, write them down, and then each day go through that and find a couple on Facebook and request a couple. And what you can even do is you can send them a private message on Facebook before you even add them as a friend. You can start engaging, and then you can say, after you go back and forth a couple times, just ask them like, hey, do you mind if I send you a friend request? Okay. This is going to help with your brand. The next one is make a list of 10 things that you're interested in. It's going to help you with your brand too. So once you do that, after you make your list, those are the things you're going to start posting about. Those are the things that when you don't know what to post about, go refer to that list. Keep it on your phone. I think that's a great, in the notes or whatever app you have. Make a list of 10, and then when you're totally absent of what to post, go to that list, and then something that list that you like will jar you. shake you up to post things. Go to pages and groups, start connecting with people there. Please know, I'm not saying go to the Weight Watchers page and be like, hey everyone, you want to lose weight? Come try a new 21-day fix over on my page. That's not what I mean. It's going to, Tammy's really good at this. So she's on the Revenge like page. Oh my God, I got on that too because I love revenge. And those people love revenge. But anyway, you just start conversations like, oh my God, yeah, I loved Emily Thorne's dress on Tuesday show or Sunday show and da-da-da. So you're just thinking that way. Okay, add 2 people per day as a friend and private message them saying, hey, something to the effect of, I saw you like Disney World too, or we were just there. Do you go there often? So once you make friends with people, private message them right away, take a look at their page, private message them, and just ask them a question about something they've recently posted. Okay, go to those new friends and comment on their stuff. That's pretty self-explanatory. Ask new friends questions about family, occupation, hobbies, etc. to learn more about them. People love talking about themselves, so just ask them questions. So my demographic, it's like a lot of the people that are in my target audience are mothers. So, it's easy for me to connect with them, find something in common, or they like to travel, or they just like hair products or whatever. So anyway, get to know them, get to know what they like to do. After learning about them, and this is a while, this is multiple back and forth, right? You can ask them, have you ever considered joining a challenge group to help you with that? You were saying that you wish you'd eat better. Have you ever considered joining my cleaning group? It's free. Have you ever considered joining my challenge group? We're really going to work out hard. Or maybe they're talking about how they want to take a vacation, but they just don't have the funds right now. Coaching is an opportunity to provide more income for your family. So you could say, have you ever considered becoming a coach to help you with some extra income? That's after you get to know them. Okay, so the 5-step process to building relationships. So number 1 is add new friends. That's key. And you guys, I went through a period where I stopped adding to my network. I was pregnant last year, I had the baby last year, so I guess it was the year before. I was pregnant, and I just kind of I got lazy, honestly, and I just stopped adding network. And man, did I feel it. I started declining this. I just wasn't building the relationships I needed to build in order to have that cycle coming for people who are interested in the challenge groups, to know me and trust me and ask for my advice on what program to get or whatever. So you have to be adding new friends. Have the intention to build relationships. Genuinely care about people. And like I said before, if they never become a customer, if they never do a team, it doesn't matter. Who cares? There are some awesome people that you'll meet and you'll get to be friends with, and your life will be more enriched because of those relationships, regardless of if they buy Shakeology. Ask questions and listen. Listen to what they're saying. It's going to get to a point where you're really talking to a lot of people and it's hard to keep everyone straight. So go back before you return a message and remember some of the history that you talked about. Find out their needs and wants. Instead of saying, gosh, 21 Day Fix Extreme just came out, I think you should do it. It's like, maybe they haven't worked out for 3 years. And 21 Day Fix Extreme is a program that you really should have a base level of fitness for. That's not making a good match between your client or customer and a program. That's just throwing stuff at the wall. So really listen and find out what their needs and wants are. And then again, simply ask. Everyone's afraid to ask. Everyone is. Everyone's afraid to ask. Invite someone to be a part of their challenge group or their team. But you just have to get over it and you just have to put it out there. And when you say, have you ever considered joining a challenge group? And they say no, you know what they're saying no to? Having considered it before. They just haven't considered it. It's so non-threatening. So if they say no, you say, oh, well, you should think about it because I know you've been wanting to change eating habits and maybe lose a few pounds before summer. And the people in my challenge group always have great success. Would you want more information? So you're just opening the door, but people aren't going to join you if you don't open the door and ask. So here's an example. I got to ask you, have you ever considered becoming a coach yourself? The reason I ask is because I think you'd be so awesome at it. You love fitness. You're so personable with others. Also, I think it would benefit you because, and that dash is where you insert their needs, because you said you wanted more accountability for your fitness. If you want more info, let me know and I'll send you the details. So you're asking a question in there, which is key. You have to ask a question every time you private message someone. A lot of times I have my questions at the end, but in this case, when you're essentially presenting the business by saying, have you ever considered, you're doing it right at first. So take that, make it your own. If you guys have any other questions, how to present the business, and that's asking, have you ever considered, or inviting people to your challenge groups, like ask your coach, ask me, ask Cami, Tammy, Julie, ask any of us that are on the call. We'll help you. Post in our groups. We'll help you, okay? Okay, that's the last slide, but I am going to open up the chat again. Let me open it up for you and for me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I want to open this up really quick, and you guys can ask questions. But first, I want to just ask you guys. Well, let's do questions first. Okay, what questions are there? I see Amy. You have a question. Can you start a new page? Part of our Facebook for our family. Yeah, you can, but you're going to have to start over building it. So, you know, if you're willing to do that, I don't know how many friends you have. Like, we connect with everyone with baby pics, etc. Right, you don't want all that up on a public site. Okay. You know, that's going to be your own choice. If that's like kind of where you communicate with your family, you could start a new personal page. I don't know. I don't know what the best route for that is. I don't blame you for not wanting that all up on a public site. You can talk to Cami about it, see what she recommends. Yeah, I hear you too, because that's a really good way to keep in touch with everyone. I mean, I wonder if you could just maybe not do as many as the private, you know, as the kid pictures, you know, maybe just like a couple times a week versus like every, and then I don't know, I haven't seen your page, so I don't know how often it is, but you know, maybe it could, like I still post pictures of my kids, it's just not as often because my focus is for my business and building relationships, you know, so with new people or people from my past. So up to you. I mean, if you have like a lot of friends on there, if it's mostly just family and you want to start another page, then that'd be a lot easier than if you already have like a lot of friends and you have tons of friends on there that you're connected with and you've built up followings with, and then you start over. That could just be a little bit challenging. But yeah, ask Cami and see what she thinks. That's a really good question. I get it. So how do you then get the people you've met or started connecting with to get on board? Do you mean to like for challenge groups, or what do you mean, Amy? People you've met or started connecting with to get on board? Like, oh no, it's okay. Ask questions. Oh, but to sign up. Okay, so like meeting new moms. Okay, so tell me if I'm right. You're meeting all these new people because you're expanding your network and you connect with people, and now you want to know how to take them from just friends on Facebook to clients or customers. Is that right? Okay. So the answer to that question is it's not an overnight thing. It's not like, okay, how do I take them from this to this? You got to take that out of your mind completely. If you have that in your mind, is that being a goal when you're talking to people and when you're connecting with new people, they're going to read that. They're going to back off. So just be friends with people. And then as you start doing your fitness posts, you know, once a day, and talking about results from your challenge groups, once you start getting those going, those people that you're building genuine relationships, all of a sudden are going to be like, man, like, I know Amy. I really like Amy. I wonder if I could ask her about this. I wonder if I could get in her next group. Be patient and just be genuine and just focus on building relationships. That's what you need to do, Amy. And I know it's like when you first start, and I know like I know your personality a little bit from our last call and just from our group. I know you want to like hit the ground running, so you're impatient, like you want to go. But you have to be patient and you have to just keep talking and building relationships. And then you can start casually inviting people. Like once you get to know them a little bit, you can just invite them and say, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I have a 21-day group going on, and I just thought, maybe it'd be fun if you wanted to join it. Would you want more information? And start there. Okay. They're all in a parents group. Okay. Okay. So I hear you. So I don't know. I don't think everyone can see what you're typing, so I'm just going to read it. Can everyone see that or not? So Amy's asking, she met a ton of people in a parents group, and they've created their own group, I'm assuming on Facebook, but what they're doing in their group isn't helpful, or as helpful as maybe our programs. Okay, all on Facebook. So so you're kind of probably getting a little bit frustrated with it because it's like, oh my God, I have all these tools and I can help you. Oh, and you guys, can you click, when you're doing the chat box, can you click below and send to everyone? So there's a drop-down box, and it says send to either presenters or whatever. Put send to everyone, just so everyone can see, and then I don't have to explain all. Oh, it's okay, Amy. Don't even worry. So anyway, okay, so I get what you're saying. So you kind of just want to bust into this group and be like, have you guys ever heard of the 21-day fix in Shakeology? Oh my God, it would help you so much. Quit doing these other things aren't helping. Okay, that's just not going to work. You're doing great. It's so tempting to want to do that and want to have the answers for people, but I'll tell you what, nothing turns people off more than that. I mean, I've done it myself, like with my family. I've been like, you're going to do that? Like, that doesn't even work. Have you ever heard of Shakeology? Yeah, so what I would do is start building relationships with private messages with some of those people. Not even commenting on like, hey, do you know what you can do? Just building relationships like, and if you're in North Carolina and you're near these people, like maybe see if you could start like a little walking group or something. Just get to know people and, be friends with them. Like send them friend requests. Ask them, hey, Jackie, I love what you're saying in this group. Could you mind if I send you a friend request or private message them? And once you do that, you start building a private message. And I'm telling you the truth, you guys, it might seem like this isn't going to work or it's going to take forever. It doesn't take that long. Like once you start building a genuine relationship with someone and they see a post or they see your before and after, they are going to be like, Wendy, tell me about this. So just build trust and just get to know them. Add them to your network, meaning friend requests. Get them, ask if it's okay to friend request, and then start building relationships privately in private messages. And then when the timing feels right, I can't tell you if it's like after 5 messages, 2, whatever, when the timing feels right, if you feel comfortable, say, hey, I don't know if you have thought about this, but I do these challenge groups, and I'd love for you to join. Would you want information on it? And that's going to be your door opener. Okay. I don't feel like this. I feel like this will take, yes. I understand, Amy. I totally understand, but I'm telling you, there just aren't shortcuts. There's not shortcuts in it. We just have to do things the right way to build a strong team and a strong client base and a loyal one. So the more you talk to people and the more you follow these tips that I've shared tonight, the faster it's going to happen for you. And then once you start, it's going to snowball. Oh, I know. And I totally get it. You don't want an easy out, but you want a good solid base. Totally. I just mean there's just not a way to like instantly turn people into clients. It's all about relationships, and that's what we're about. It's just that's about. But if all these people are looking for solutions and you have them, you've got to be friends with them. You've got to be interested in them, and then pretty soon they're going to be interested in what you're doing. So trust me on that. Okay. Yeah, and Compound Effect is awesome, and the Slight Edge is like my favorite of all time, I think. Yep, be consistent. Alicia is a really awesome person to talk to. Actually, Amy, that would be super awesome for you and Alicia to connect, because Alicia's newer, but she like boom. I mean, she follows the 3 vital behaviors and does the things that we're supposed to do in our business daily, and she's blowing up. So you guys should talk, because she's not very, I mean, she hasn't been a coach much longer than you, so I think that'd be really, really, really good. Yes, that's partners. Totally. Okay. What other, of course she'll get there. What other questions, you guys? We'll fill you in. Any other questions? Oh my God, I talk so much. I hope that that wasn't like total complete overload. It's a lot of information. I get that. Here's what I want to do before we sign off really quick. I always like to do like takeaways or some homework at the end of the webinar. So really quick, type in one thing that you'll implement, one thing you learned tonight that you'll implement ASAP. Like what's one thing that you heard and you're like, oh, I can start doing that right away. And that's for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're new or not new. No one learned one new thing they can do. Yeah, keep building relationships. Yes. Thanks, Brady. Yeah, keep building relationships. So key. I'm waiting. Going to pages rather than just waiting for posts. What do you mean by that, Julie? Can you clarify? Yeah, Alicia said, I need to work on replying, and that you have it private to me, Alicia. I need to work on replying to comments on my posts. Yes, comment back. If people want to know that they've been heard, they get excited when you respond to them. Like, it's like, oh yeah, my comment mattered. It meant something. Yeah, Brady, be consistent and patient. Those are two of the biggest things. You just have to be consistent, and it's going to come. Just trust the process. Oh, to comment on others' posts. Yeah, definitely, Julie. Yep, go and comment on other people's posts. Like, give to others what you want. If you want more people to comment and like your posts, go comment and like other people's posts. Yeah, work through fear. I think that's a huge one. It's, I've heard other coaches say you have to get over yourself. You have to get over it. And finally I started listening to them, and it's opened up a whole new world. It's like, the more you do something, the less scary it gets or it becomes. So you really just have to take chances, and you have to get over it, because guess what? People need us. People need us. You guys, people need fitness. People need help. People need better nutrition. People need easy to get better nutrition, which is Shakeology. They need what we have, and we're sitting there too afraid to talk to them about it. It's selfish on our part. So really think about that. That is true. That's not lying. That is true. Think about how it's changed our lives, your life, my life. And think about if I didn't ever hear about it, or I didn't, ever talk to Cami about coaching or Shakeology, whatever. So that's a really great point. Okay, so Cam, stop scrolling the newsfeed. Yeah, that's it. We've all got, I've worked on that, but still sometimes I'll get stuck on it. But I really try to focus, and people are always like, well, did you see my post about this or that? And I don't usually, because I'm really trying not to just scroll. But on the other hand, if you guys want me to see something, if you want me to comment or whatever, tag me in it, and or tell me, private message me, and I'll go to it and like it and comment to try to help you get it going. Like, that goes for any of you. Oh yeah, Julie, yes, go to specific people's pages. So yeah, if like so-and-so was asking you last month about 21-day fix, but they didn't purchase it, but they're probably, still interested or whatever. Yeah, like, a part of it is a little bit of courting, like the dating term, courting. Let those people know, like, hey, you're important to me. Like, I notice what you're doing, and you're important to me, and I want to help you, and I want to be friends. Not even necessarily want to help, but I want to be friends with you. Yeah, and you guys, who doesn't? It's hard. I think I'm worse on Instagram than Facebook, so I'm working on that. But yeah, it's just a time, and we only have so much time. So really, when you're thinking to yourself, and I have to check myself, when you're thinking, I don't have enough time, or I didn't get this done, it's like, okay, well, what did I do? Well, I wasted 20 minutes on so-and-so's Facebook page and blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, okay, I need to sound focused. So, okay, so Amy, how do you hide the clutter like everyone else's news feeds? It doesn't make it hard to see what you really need. There's no way to do it. You just have you have to start almost kind of having people that you want to talk to, or like you're interested in, and go to their pages. And it's not like you don't have to do 100 a day, but just pick a few people each day and go check on their stuff and see what they're doing, and send them a private message like, oh, I saw it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. How was it? That's another thing. Birthdays. Instead of just commenting on their page like everyone else does, send them a private message. It really separates you. So that's just another way to do something subtle to show people that you're really interested. I'm so ADD, I forget what Facebook. Yeah, right. I know, I hear you, Lynn. It's like, oh, shiny. Gotta be diligent, pay attention. But yes. Yeah, I know. I'll do that too, Tammy. I'll open my Facebook. Okay, I gotta go do this, and I'll open it, and I'll like a post in a group or something that I'm in. I'm like, oh, I need to just comment on that real fast. So, okay. Any other takeaways? Any other things that you're gonna implement right away? Or any other questions? These were all really good. Okay. My last thing, the homework, is clean up your personal page, meaning hide the posts that don't represent what you want to represent, like hide people who've shared things on your page, hide inappropriate things, take off your drunk pictures, clean that up. Take some time to clean that up. And the second thing is make your profile picture a really clear, nice, smiling picture of yourself. So if you don't have that now, this week, I want you to find a picture or have, iPhones have great cameras. A lot of the smartphones have really good cameras. Natural light is the best. Put on, do your hair, look cute, get a nice picture of yourself for your profile picture. So that's another thing. So 2 action items, and I want to know when they're done. So message me or tag me or something so I can go and look. Anything else? Okay, Lynn, you need a success partner, Lynn? We can, I don't know if everyone on here has a success partner, but we can definitely work on that for sure and get you one. Okay, Julie, 1 was clean up your personal page, meaning, take off, if there's photos on there that you shouldn't be on, like even in your photos, when people go to your photos, if there's like photos, like the thing that comes to mind is like drunk pictures, and then hide the postings, like if people shared like a puppy video to your page or whatever, take those off. Clean up your personal page. Does that make sense, Julie? Okay. So Julie and Lynn, you guys could be success partners. And then Amy, you don't have to like ask Tammy or whatever. If you and Aisha, like if you guys are both looking for a success person, I think that's a really awesome match right there, Alicia and Amy. And you're so welcome, Amy. I'm so glad you got on, you guys. I feel really bad about. I hope that there weren't people that were waiting for me on the other one, but I did my best to let people know, and accidents happen. So, okay, is there anything else? This was long. I apologize. I know it was long, but I don't apologize. It was really, really good content, and I hope it was helpful. So, cool. Okay, we good? I love it, Julie. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I take 24 to 48 hours, and I will post it in our group so you can share it with your team. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Thanks so much for being on.